morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Colonel Spud of the Royal Dhimar Air Force. As you all know, yesterday morning's strikes on the Scud threat were only partially successful. It seems that the Pirani Army's rocket forces are far more adept at concealing their positions than we had thought. Regrettably, many of our human intel sources and assets in Paran have been scarfed up by the Sultan's secret police as they attempted to signal RDAF aircraft to guide them in on the Scud's locations. Most are now presumed dead, but their sacrifice has been noted, and we'll make sure that they get a star in both Langley and the Ministry of Intelligence in Damascus. The tenacity and competency of the Empire of Paran has surprised us in this war, and it's no longer the Pirani army that we've seen for the last 20 years, but thankfully we have an opportunity here to land a very decisive blow on the Pirani war machine. The USS George Washington and her battle group have been caught in a race to the eastern Mediterranean with a Pirani supply convoy set to deliver a replenishment of SAM systems, Scuds, and other vital supplies to the port of Latakia. While the American Navy was forbidden to engage the supply convoy, its E-2 Hawkeyes and EA-6B Prowlers have kept tabs on the Pirani ships in a deadly game of cat and mouse across the Mediterranean. The Pirani convoys entered the narrow straits between Cyprus and the Empire of Paran's mainland, a major choke point in giving us the opportunity to strike and deny their restock of arms and equipment. They believe that sailing through the strait will provide the shipping convoy with SAM and MiG coverage. However, we're definitely going to all prove them wrong today. U.S. Navy FA-18s and other aircraft have been forbidden by the American president for attacking the ships out of fear of killing Russian and or Chinese personnel. As a result, the American Hornet pilots will strike Pirani's long-range SA-5 sites on the coast with HARMs and long-range cruise missiles, destroying the SAM coverage while the Royal Dhimar Air Force aircraft attack the convoy itself. Escort and MidCap will be provided by RDAF Tomcats and Mirages. That was changed on the ATO, so it's going to be Tomcats and Vipers today. Unfortunately, our stocks of C-802s, our most potent anti-shipping weapons, have been sabotaged, along with other Chinese munitions by Pakistani and Chinese contractors at the Kalakala Air Base, and thus will be attacking the ships with less advanced munitions, large warhead AGM-65 Gulfs, and LGBs to finish off any survivors. The USAF personnel are working around the clock to modify our Thunders to accept American-produced munitions to keep the aircraft in the fight for as long as possible. As per the ATO, US Marines at H3 are tasked with mopping up SAMs at the border and for battlefield air interdiction today, so all RDAF pilots are going to be free to go fishing today. This is going to be one of the longest range combat missions for the RDAF in many years, and tanker aircraft equipped with both probes and drogues, as well as booms and receptacle systems, will be on station to provide fuel in an emergency. So moving to the actual imagery for today. Situational overview, we kind of just went over that. Roll call, of course, you'll find your call sign, as well as your intra-flight frequency, your aircraft type, your service, of course, and your mission set on this knee board. Keep in mind, guys, that these knee board cards are going to be in your knee board in the mission. Make sure you hit right shift and K to open that up if you don't know how to do that. Rules of engagement today are pretty straightforward. Visual or IFFID as hostile required, but weapons are free once an aircraft is identified as hostile. Note on that today, we do not have any Mirage F1s fragged on the ATO today, so any Mirage F1s in the area are going to be considered hostile. Flights into Paran, of course, are permitted today. For the mission intel, you guys are pretty well oriented as to what aircraft types you're going to be facing and the SAM systems you're going to be facing. They're the same things that you've been kind of looking at and worrying about your entire careers. So this is nothing that we have to go too much in depth on, but it's going to be in your knee board just in case you want to take a look at it. For our communications flow, make sure, guys, that you are using COM 1 or Radio 1 for the proper frequency for the mission comms flow plan. And your Radio 2 or COM 2 is going to be your intra-flight frequency on the roll call page. For your departure ATC agency, these are the various airfields and their various ATC frequencies. USS George Washington is also on there as well. For the let's see, for any airfield that's uncontrolled, treat this frequency as a CTAF. As you guys know at this point, with the ongoing fighting, there has been some lapses in ATC coverage across the Kingdom of Dhimar. And so if that occurs, just treat those frequencies as CTAFs, just so that way we don't have any aircraft run into each other while taking off and landing, etc. Strike is 305.00. GCI is, of course, Red Crown, as always. For tanker frequencies, see the departure flow kneeboard card. Recovery ATC agencies, of course, are back there again. So you move from the departure ATC agency on COM 1 to strike, to a tanker if you need to, then back to the recovery agency. And whatever is required in between those as well. Moving on to the departure flow for today. The mission type and order, as well as the procedure, is listed here at the top. So SEAD and DIAD, of course, can be flying Case 2s off of the USS George Washington. Escort flights will be flying a departure procedure assigned by ATC, and the anti-shipping flights will be doing the same thing. For the actual takeoff and taxi order, doesn't really matter so much, but we are going to need to have the SEAD and DIAD flights hit their targets first. For the Marshall Plan, all aircraft will proceed to the tanker tracks upon launching from carriers or air bases in Dhimar. All of the RDAF aircraft are going to be marshalling at the tankers. The U.S. Navy aircraft will just be bypassing the tankers and heading directly towards their target areas to ensure that they get enough separation out in front of the Dhimar aircraft. Push order, so this is for Red Crown here. Make sure that the SEAD/DIAD flights get on station and start engaging their targets before the anti-ship and escort aircraft make it to the area. So that way the anti-ship and escort flights do not have to worry so much about having a long-range SA-5 come at them while they're trying to, say, line up a shot with a Maverick on a ship.
Copy.
All right, so when you join up on the tanker for the Marshall, if fuel is needed, take on fuel just to top off and get everything set and ready to go while the SEAD and DIAD flights do their thing. And then if not needed, proceed with push at discretion of Red Crown. Tanker plan, of course, is down here. You can see we've got a single MPRS as well as two KC-135s out there. Their TACAN frequencies, their altitudes, and their airspeed and ground speed, of course. Moving on, we've got our objectives and game plan for today. Witch 1-1 and Cassidy 2-1 are going to be engaging long-range SA-5 Gammon sites. These are going to be your primary targets for Butch 1-1. If you have extra harms or you just decide to let the harpoons take out the or the slammers, I should say, take out the SA-5s, Butch 1-1 can go after the various other SAM systems that dot along the coast of the strait, so that way other air defenses can be degraded and allow the strike flights to have a much easier time. Escort, of course, is going to be escorting the anti-ship strike aircraft to and from the target. Egress for the SEAD and DIAD flights, as well as the anti-ship strike flights, are going to be on shotgun. Shotgun for today is going to be after expending all air-to-ground ordnance. So once your air-to-ground ordnance is gone, your flights may then egress at your discretion. All right, escort is, of course, going to be post-strike, following the jets in and out. For the strike package game plan today, just a nice outline of what's going to be happening today for both Red Crown as well as you sitting in your cockpit. We've got the F-18s are going to be proceeding directly to the target areas to destroy the SA-5 Gammon sites covering the convoy. Upon launch, all RDAF flights will proceed to the tanker tracks to allow the JF-17s to take on some gas, and all other aircraft may top off fuel at flight lead's discretion while waiting for the destruction of the SA-5 sites. Red Crown will push flights from tanker stack to the target areas north of Cyprus. Strike and DIAD aircraft will egress from target areas on shotgun. Again, shotgun is expenditure of air-to-ground ordnance. Egressing aircraft may refuel at the flight lead's discretion, and flight leads will announce shotgun and egress on strike common, just so that we know where all the jets are, and we know who is on station and who's coming off station, just so that way we don't get confused as to where the different aircraft are, and so that way we can also help to avoid any blue-on-blue type of incidents. For the targets overview, bullseye is going to be waypoint 3 for all aircraft, as well as we have it in coordinates here, just in case you guys need it. We can see the coordinates for the primary SA-5, secondary SA-5, and tertiary SA-5. Make sure you guys hit and destroy the primary SA-5 site first, then move on to the secondary, then move on to the tertiary target. Of course, we got coordinates for those guys, as well as altitudes. These are not going to be precise enough for just firing the missile pre-plan and just waiting for it to go hit its target. You're going to probably have to guide it in with your data link pod in order to actually get a good kill on the tracking radar for the SA-5s. The Paran supply convoy is in the strait between the mainland and Cyprus. Of course, they're at sea level, and of course that's assigned to the anti-ship aircraft. Weather at Kalakala and Ramat David today at 0553 local. Wind is 2708, 10 statute miles of visibility. I think that's an error, actually. So the error is it's probably more like 3 statute mile visibility. We'll have to check the METAR equipment and the AWAS over there at Kalakala. It's overcast and broken at about 16,000 feet with some slight rain. Altimeter is 30.00. Peak wind was 280 at 30, about 45 minutes after the hour. Winds aloft, but your sea down there for your fuel calculations if you need it. Moving on, our navigational overview. For our navigation today, we've got we can see your navigation for the nav and escort. For the F-14s, you have just all of these waypoints laid out for you. You'll have to assign these waypoints to the various IP, ST, FP for the F-14 for your nav. And that'll give your Rios something to do as well. A little extra. For the SIAD and DIAD flights, you guys have an extra waypoint in there, so that way you have a waypoint on top of the actual SA-5 sites. Alright. For TACAN navigation, we've got some TACANs scattered around the map in order for you to help yourself navigate a little bit. Probably not going to need those today since we don't have any Mirage F1s actually fragged on the mission, but if you take battle damage and it knocks out your INS or something of that nature, then you can of course navigate via your TACANs. Alternates and divert fields. Damascus International is still out of order. We've got Ramat David, H3 main, and Kalakala for, of course, our main airfields. We can refuel at all of those airfields if required. For lost comms procedures, in the event of Nordo aircraft due to aircraft damage or SRS failure, follow these procedures. Failure to do so will result in losing your mission-ready pilot status. Lost comms on startup, do not take off. Lost comms, divert fuel is going to be King Hussein Air College. So here we have a map overview of the target areas today. We can see Ramat David way at the bottom there, Kalakala, as well as the actual aircraft carrier itself will be flying to the tanker tracks just south of Cyprus Island. You can refuel if required, push towards the IP where our bullseye is located, and then push to your various target areas from there. Of course, the anti-shipping flights will be flying to about right here inside of the convoy search area to then search for the convoy to engage it. And then the SIAD and DIAD flights will be going after the SA-5 primary, SA-5 secondary, and tertiary sites. Again, you can see that primary SA-5 site is very close to the search area and absolutely needs to be destroyed 100%. Alright. That is about it for the mission briefing. Are there any questions or concerns, guys? Radio check.
Holiday 7-2 checking in.
Holiday 7-1 checking in.
Holiday 7-4, on the net.
Got you loud and clear. How many?
Lead 4, how do you say more? Radio check.
Got you loud and clear, 7-3.
I'm seeing you talk about here in your standby.
Roger. Radio check. Radio check.
Lead 4, loud and clear.
Roger that, thank you.
Yeah, I'm connecting alright, but I'm not getting any sounds from the SRS client.
Can you check your, I would check your speakers setup? Or your audio output setup in SRS?
Hello?
Call it tower, holiday 7-1, radio check. Call it tower, radio check.
Holiday flight, this is Zerp flight, I read you 5x5.
Roger that. I thought I was having an issue with my SRS, so I was making sure.
7-3 checking in, I got it all figured out, good to go. Nope, just a lazy tower.
Roger that, 7-3.
And 7-3 is showing a laser code of 1686, is that correct?
That should be correct. Were you seeing your current knee board or your current laser code on the knee board?
Ping 2, the current laser code is under the pod page on the panels.
Right.
6-1, radio check.
On the pod page, I can only see how to change the code. I don't see the current code.
And then you go to the air to ground mode, and then the switch page, it should tell you the GPU laser code on the top right.
Ah, roger, thanks.
And 7-3 is ready for taxi.
Roger.
7-4, same traffic. 7-2, same. Call Tower Wyatt 6-1, radio check.
Wyatt, this is Holiday 7-1. It appears Call Tower is currently offline. Wyatt Flight, this is Holiday 7-1. Why don't we go ahead and taxi out and use the runway that is currently closest to your hangars. That should match up with the wind.
Yeah, Wyatt 6-1 copies, just waiting on 2 of my ships to report grain.
Copy that. Holiday 7-2. I'm on your left-hand side. In your screen, are my external lights on?
This is 2, yes, they are on the dim setting.
That's odd. My nav lights won't come on.
Strange, correction. CJ flight is ready to taxi. Your wing lights seem to be off.
This is really weird. I have them on correctly in the cockpit. I don't know why they would be doing this.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, sorry.
Oh, I get it. The navigation and formation lights are labeled wrong in the JF-17. Never mind.
Call traffic,
Quiet flight. Holiday 7-1, radio check.
Loud and clear, Holiday.
ERP 5-1, Holiday 7-1, radio check.
Gotcha, Lima Charlie, Holiday.
Roger that. ERP flight, you're clear to taxi following Wyatt here, and we'll get heading out towards the target areas.
Roger, we'll taxi following Wyatt. ERP flight out.
Holiday flight, you guys ready to taxi?
Two's ready to taxi. Three's ready. Four ready. Four ready.
Kala traffic. Holiday 7-1, flight of 4, JF-17 Thunders, taxiing from 2 hangar stands, active runway following ERP flight.
Wyatt 6-1, Kalkala Tower. How copy?
Kalkala Tower, we've got you loud and clear.
Kalkala Tower, this is ERP flight of 4 F-16s. We are occupying the taxiway after Wyatt flight. Good copy. Tower, Wyatt flight, should we land and wait? Tower, Wyatt flight, Kalkala Tower, clear for departure, runway 25, winds 270 for 8 knots, visibility 3+ miles, climb and maintain 5,000. Contact, strike of 305 when able, push via own navigation to tanker tracks when able. Clear for departure to 5,000, contact strike on contact strike and push to hold point. Copy. Y61 correction, maintain this frequency until I clear you later. Wyatt will maintain.
Oof, one of y'all didn't change your skin. Or download the skins.
Kalkala Tower, ERP flight holding short runway 25. Copy. Kalkala Tower, ERP flight requesting permission to take the runway after Y flight. Stand by, E51. Flight, Kalkala Tower, clear for departure, runway 25, winds 270 for 8 knots, visibility 3+ miles, climb, maintain 5,000, maintain this frequency until I clear you. ERP flight taking runway 25.
Holiday flight, let's do a trail takeoff, staggered. Kalkala Tower, Holiday 7-1, flight of 4, JF-17s, hold on short 2-5 in sequence.
Call Tower copies. Holiday 7 flight, Kokala Tower.
Holiday 7-1.
Holiday 7-1, Kokala Tower, be advised you're on deck for runway 25 after E-flight goes up.
Copy that.
Holiday 7 flight, Kokala Tower.
Kokala Tower.
Holiday 7 flight, Kokala Tower, clear for departure runway 25, winds 270 at 8 knots, climb maintain 5,000 feet, maintain this frequency until I clear.
Clear for takeoff, 25, 5,000, Kala.
Wyatt 6 flight, Kokala Tower. Go for Wyatt. Wyatt 6 flight, maintain present heading, climb and maintain at 18,000, contact, strike on 305, good day. Maintain present heading, climb and maintain Angels 18, contact strike, Wyatt 6-1, good day.
Holiday flight, you guys set?
Lead 4 still taxiing runway over.
Copy.
3 set. 2 set. Lead 4 ready over.
Copy that. Full brakes. Run them up. Release brakes. Burners.
Altitude.
Out of burners, 300 indicating.
3 gears up, visual.
Leveling 5,000, I broke our altitude.
E5 flight, Kokala Tower. Was that contact for air flight? Correction? Yes. Go ahead and reach 555. Air 5-1, Kokala Tower, clear to maintain present heading, climb maintain 18,000, navigate via our navigation to Shell 11, contact strike on 305, good day. Climb maintain 18,000, contact strike 305, head for Shell 1. Holiday 7 flight, Kokala Tower.
Holiday 7-1.
300, climb maintain 18,000. Contact strike on 305. Good day.
300, 18,000, over to strike. Holiday 7-1 flight. Alright, push 305 on comm 1. Red Crown, Holiday 7-1, flight of 4, JF-17 Thunders, 300 on the heading, climbing 18,000 as frag.
Holiday Red Crown, radar contact bullseye 123 for 212, Angels 10, proceed as frag.
Proceeding.
3 silent.
Roger.
Red Crown, Wyatt 6-1 in flight. Request altitude change, Angels 19 or 20 to get above the weather. 1 speed.
285 indicated.
Copy. Wyatt, Red Crown, go up to Angels 25. Angels 25 for Wyatt. And Jesse 33, stay block 27 and above. Jesse tree, climb Angels 27. This loadout's gonna be fun when we drop these bombs.
Well, hopefully we can find some MiGs first.
Not sure if that'll be much better.
Good point. One 7,000, climbing 18,000.
Sit rep, air pictures clean, single surface contact, or correction, surface group, bullseye 013 for 30, at about, let's see here, moving northeast at 14 knots, 10 contacts, 5 awake, bullseye 03676, 5 active, bullseye 051 for 140, and tertiary 5, active bullseye 077 for 140.
Copy.
341 entering the Marshall at flight level 240 counterclockwise.
Red Crown, Holiday 7-1, strike lead.
Go for Red Crown.
push the CAD and DAD flights immediately to target areas.
Okay. Butch and Cassidy, you up? Cassidy, 2-1 up.
Butch 1-2 is up, our flight lead is behind, he had to respawn.
Red Crown copies, we'll wait for him to rejoin and then we'll push. We've got tankers, so we can wait a while.
Holiday 7-3 over here is flying a brand new JF-17 just delivered. Doesn't even have Dhimar paint scheme on it yet.
It's the new stealth page up. It's weird, I installed the skins, I'm not sure why they're not showing up.
Yeah, that is weird.
I think it's about time we started pushing. Have Bush 1-1 rejoin with Cassidy. Bush 1-2, 1-4, go ahead and push. Jesse 3-3, you'll escort Butch in.
For the bank angle on a HUD, each line means like 15 degrees.
Hot mic on strike.
Butch 1-1 copy, or Butch 1-2 copies, and 1-2 and 1-3 will push.
Butch 1-2, I don't have a 1-3. Do you want me to redesignate 1-3, or correction, 1-4 as 1-3?
That's affirmative. 1-4 is now 1-3.
Copy.
Holiday 7-1 for the rest of my flight. How do we display TACAN on the HSD?
Link to display TACAN, you have to disable data link and then enable TACAN on the right-hand side of buttons.
So click data link. Is that what you said?
You have to turn off data link, so if you go into the 199 channel and switch off in there, then you can go to your TACAN page and set it up.
Ah, gotcha.
Alright, you know what, let's make a correction to this plan. Lily, you go ahead and push north with Butch. Jesse Tree, you'll rejoin with Cassidy and push them in. Red Crown, Jesse Tree, request vectors. 3-3, stay on your current heading for now. Jesse Tree. G for 1, wiggle push with butt shear. Busy full one pushing. It's 2.3. Epa Holiday and Wyatt, I'm going to keep you near the tanker tracks until we get 20 miles separation between seed and deep.
Copy that. Strike Lead requests more separation.
You want more? Alright. I'll make it 40 then.
Roger that.
Flight copies, staying near the tanker tracks. Jesse, Red Crown, go ahead and push north. Jesse, tree, flow north. Jesse, Red Crown, come left 20 degrees, try to stay under Mach 0.7. Red Crown, Jesse, tree, retransmit.
Holiday flight. I'm gonna
Come
make
left
a
20
slight
degrees,
correction
try to
to the
stay
left.
under Mach 0.7. Jesse, tree, flow 3.0.
I'm making a slight turn to the left here, just so that way I can get us heading towards our tanker.
3. Cassidy, Bush 1-1 should be maybe like 1 o'clock, 1 mile. Confirm you see him.
Rolling out.
Cassidy 2-1, confirm, I have eyes on him, 1 o'clock height.
Alright, cool. He should be your escort in just in case anything pops up.
How are you guys feeling fuel-wise?
Two is plenty of fuel.
Two's good. Four's good, 7500 pounds.
Copy that. I'm currently running with
Ground wide
76, so I
6-1
think
on
we can
station.
bypass the
Marshal,
tanker.
any words on our hold? Is everyone struck?
Quiet, no words at this time, just hold your altitude there.
Alright, 6-1.
Holiday, Red Crown, do you want to bring it up a little bit?
Yeah, copy that. We're going to increase the speed here. Looks like fuel-wise we can bypass the tankers.
No, I meant altitude-wise.
Yeah, roger that. Let's bring it up to flight level 250.
Why it's at 250, you can go up to 23.
230, roger.
And Red Crown, how are you doing on fuel? We are sitting at 11 gallons per mile. We'll be alright. Correction, 11.5 pounds per mile. I'm sorry, say again? We are sipping fuel at 11.5 pounds per mile. We're going to be just fine without a tanker track right now. Red Crown copies.
And Red Crown, Strike Lead Holiday 7-1. Looks like we got enough separation. Looks like we can push the anti-ship flights.
That's fine with you, go ahead. Let's see, Herb, Holiday, and Wyatt, you're good to push?
Eric copies, pushing to steer point 3. Wyatt 6-1 copies, pushing to steer point 3.
And steer point 3.
Two copies.
3. 4.
And Red Crown sit rep. Picture is still clean, and I still have that one surface group bullseye 018 for 33. Still 10 contact. Still 10 contacts.
Rolling out.
Need 2. What do you have set as bingo fuel?
Let's go with about 3,000 pounds.
Billy, Butch, Cassidy, and Jesse, caution active 5, bullseye 036 for 76. It's not awake yet, but it's reported to be active.
G41 copy.
Red Crown, pop up, bullseye 062 for 122, hot. Red Crown's clean, I don't see that. That's right, Roger, this Butch 1-1, it's popping up on my I say. Oh, never mind, just got it now. Stand by, my radar's designating.
Holiday 7-1 confirms 3 data link contacts. Looks like they're hostile.
Red Crown has single group bullseye 058 for 120, or correction, 112, 36,000 track southwest, 3 contacts hostile.
Red Cloud, are we cleared engaged primary target?
Go ahead. Billion Butch, caution, you've trespassed the primary SA5 ring.
Holiday 7-1 flight, Fenton.
So we're...
2 fencing in.
3 fencing in.
Jesse Tree, Red Crown, commit group, raw 051 for 107, 36,000, hot, 3 contacts.
Jesse Tree, commit. Three fenced in, 6.9.
One's fenced in, 6.9.
Billy, Red Crown, stay with Butch and Cassidy for now, but be ready to support Jesse.
Billy 4-1, copy.
Traffic at our 1 o'clock low. Looks like a tanker.
Three tally. Visual.
Cassidy and Jesse, you've trespassed SA5 ring.
I can't for the life of me remember the difference between the C1 and the C2 radar. Red Crown, Jesse Tree, request picture.
C2 Jesse, Red Crown, single group, bullseye 055 for 92, 36,000, track west, 3 contacts hostile.
Tree has multiple C contacts, looks like 78 miles at our 2 o'clock.
Roger that.
Jesse Tree, commit 3 contacts, bra 044 for 80, 36,000, flank west.
Jesse Tree already committed. Jesse Tree, contact.
Coming right to my 2 o'clock.
Tree is picking up like commit hostile groups.
Copy that. My radar doesn't seem to be picking them up yet.
Boards 055, 90 miles, 36,000.
Are you scanning on C1?
Affirm, scanning on C1.
Alright, let's fly direct, waypoint 4. We're currently over Cyprus. My radar's
Jesse
definitely on.
Tree, target, bra, 40, 57, 36,000 hot, hostile, 2-ship. Jesse 3-1, Snoopy, be advised, correction, 3-ship, track west.
I had this problem the other day where the radar just wouldn't pick up any ships.
Have you tried C1 and C2?
Affirm.
Butch 1-1. But we get closer, I can Maverick times to open out and give you the coordinates.
Copy that. Let's see if I can ground map them.
Jesse Tree 1, Fox 3, 2-ship.
Coming right towards the targets.
From fly at interrogator 3, bullets 04867, 36,000. Traffic for the flight coordinates for the convoy. Homeplate, how you gonna sort? Left to right, right to left?
Stand by.
We are behind you, so you take left, we'll take center.
Copy, we'll sort left to right.
Butch 1-2, threat 06220 at 33,000, track west, hostile.
We may need to just get below the clouds here and engage below the clouds. Looks like 2 of you guys now have your radars on them, so that's good.
Then it's Fox 3. Yeah, they're dropping in and out though. We're definitely getting some kind of interference.
Copy that.
2 has lock on one of the ships. Jesse Tree 1, 2-ship, Fox 3 trashed. Bonsai.
Jesse 3-3, switch targets, bra 020 for 47 at standby. At 21,000, track south, 2-ship, kill that.
Alright, looks like we got a
Jesse
new
Tree
data
1,
contact
target,
off at our
030,
11 o'clock,
40.
10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
Believe for 1, splash 2.
Red Crown Holiday 7-1 has new data link track at our current 11 o'clock.
I see it, standby.
Jesse Tree 1, new target, bra 020, 23,000, hot, hostile, 2-ship.
Jesse, that is your target. Billy's flow 240.
Billy flowing 240. Yeah, 1-3 is still committed on the ships. Let me know if you want me to disengage.
Copy that. 2, do you have your eyes on the ships?
No visual contact, but I have hard lock and approximate coordinates.
Copy that.
Wyatt, Holiday, and Herb flow east.
Tracking.
Herb copies flow east. Spike makes 20 something. Wyatt copies flow east.
Tracking.
Roger that. I've got that as well. Not be splash at this point.
2 make 23.
Red Crown, this is Holiday 7-1. Should we commit on that westmost group?
Holiday, do you have SD-10s?
Affirm.
Yeah, Holiday, go ahead and commit on the west group.
Copy that. Holiday 7-1 and flights committing on the west group. Alright, commit on the westernmost bandit group. Flown air to air.
2 welcome. 3. Jesse Tree 1, target, bra 015, 25, 30,000, flank left.
Jesse, Red Crown, that group hostile.
Alright, I got him on radar now.
Butch 1-1, flow 200.
2 is radar lock as well.
Copy that. I'm sorted on the right guy.
2 switching to the choose on left.
Copy that.
Which one support? We need to, can we climb to get a better shot on these?
Yeah, let's go ahead and climb.
1032-1, we have some bandits coming our way. I don't know if that JF squad is going for them or not.
Affirm. Holiday 7-1's committed on the westernmost group of bandits. Affirm. Fox 3.
White Flight, this is Herb. I've got ships on radar, and we're going to turn to engage.
Got a missile launch.
White copies, we're going to join you.
Copy that. 2, go after the guy on the furthest right if you haven't foxed yet.
Jesse Tree 1, Fox 1.
Billy 4-1, Fox 3, my nose 25 miles.
Fox 3 again. Splash. 2 splashes.
Cracking.
Alright, cranking.
3-3 committing.
Copy that. I got a fox on that last guy.
Cracking.
2 has Billy 4-1, Fox 3, my nose 10 miles.
Buddy Spike, FA-18.
Oh, he's dead. All flights, strike lead. Believe the picture is clear now. We just splashed the last 3 MiGs.
We got rid of the SD-10s?
Yeah, SD-10s are gone.
1-3 still has 1 SD-10.
Copy that.
Lead 4 still has 2 if needed over.
Roger that. Alright, here. Alright, I see you 2.
2 has visual contact on ships.
Roger that. If you got visual on them, go ahead and start engaging.
2 will go.
Erp, Wyatt, and Holiday flights, start engaging those ships down there. Man, I love the map in the JF-17. It makes it too easy.
Yeah, I don't know why so many people sleep on this thing. It's pretty bitch.
Just needs a better Fox 2. Alright, I'm flowing to the west now, southwest, and then we'll come back around and hopefully get these guys on radar.
Copy. 3 is gonna float east. 3 channel.
See someone hit one of the ships.
6-1 rifle times 2 flowing to south.
Butch 1-1, Cassidy 2-1. This is Holiday 7-1. Are those SA-5s being engaged?
Cassidy 2-1, Roger, all weapons are out, just waiting for data link.
Copy that.
Butch flight, 4 out of the 6 ones have been launched, the last 2 are being launched right now.
Copy that. Alrighty, I got our ships. Holiday 7-1's ducking under the clouds.
3's moving to your position.
Copy.
Airplane
The
rifle
ground seems to
times
be getting
1.
worse. Good shack with the rifle. Holiday 7-1's inbound from the west for paveway on that hit ship.
Paveway 3.
Show paveway.
Check.
Holiday 7-1 paveway.
Red Cloud, Billy 4-1, request picture.
Holiday 7-1 check. Holiday 7-1 flowing south towards Cyprus.
Red Crown Air Flight, we are shotgun flowing south to steer point 5.
Red Crown, Wyatt 6-1 flight, shotgun, flowing south, steer point 5. 3 is Winchester, flowing south.
Copy that. I've still got one paveway left. Radio sure got quiet.
Show paveway.
guys will do anything to these things?
Holiday 7-1's into the south. Nice shot.
Two slow, Chester.
Copy that. Orbit the ships, and we'll egress in just a moment.
Okay. Two strong tanks are also empty.
Copy that. If needed, jettison, get rid of them.
Three's dropping tanks.
Holiday 7-1, pave way. Jack.
Good hit. One shot.
Copy that. Is everyone shotgun?
Three shot. Killing Chester.
Red Crown, Holiday flight is shotgun, egressing south, waypoint 5. Alright, let's fly direct to waypoint 5, and we'll pop up above this weather.
Two welcome. Three.
Red Crown, Butch 1. Red Crown, Butch 1-1.
Alright, Holiday flight, let's try and rejoin up above the clouds.
Red Crown, Butch 1-1.
Two will go. One, let's state a loop code.
Butch 1-1, this is Strike Lead. What's up?
Yeah, roger. We have shotgun. We gotta head back to the boat, over.
Copy that. You're cleared to egress south. I'm currently in large break in the clouds just south of the convoy.
Three copies. I see those two F-18s contrailing up there.
Yep, I see him.
And three is punching through the cloud layer.
Roger that, I think I see you.
Holding to, what is your digital code?
Ray gun? Yeah, that was you 3. I just locked you 3. I've got visual on you.
Okay, Verb, yeah. I had the thread down, yeah, that's buddy spike, so you're good. Two has well, three into the lake.
Three, say speed.
3 is 320 in the box.
Copy that. I will say the targeting pod in JF-17 is pretty awesome. How automatic everything is.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of it. Yeah, the T-pod and the data link are probably the two best things.
Cassidy 2-1, shotgun, going to the boat.
Copy that, you're cleared to egress. Three, I'm saddled on your right.
Copy, I'll drop back and form on you.
Copy. The map on the JF-17 is pretty amazing because with the data link, you can just see exactly where everything is. Like, you can see exactly where that MiG is, you know?
Flight, request RTB direct. I just wish you could carry more stuff.
Yeah. Appears that Red Crown is offline. What was the request?
Wyatt 6-1 in flight, request RTB direct is set by sections.
Yeah, roger that. You're clear to RTB direct. Just be advised. What's your current position?
Bulls, actually, let's see, Jesus. We're about 40 miles north of Steer 5.
Copy that. You should be outside the threat ring of the SA-5 at Latakia, so you're cleared to fly direct.
Holiday herb flight.
Herb flight, go for Holiday 7-1.
Same request. We're 19 miles from Steer 5. Request permission direct Steer 6.
If you got the fuel, go for it.
Alright, let's go ahead and disregard. We'll fly at 6-1, copied.
Air flight is direct Steer point 6.
Red Crown, Billy 4-1, RTB. Wyatt 6-1 in flights, direct Steer 6. State 5.2.
Well, I'm not sure how we distributed those kills, but we definitely shot down all three of them.
Yeah, I didn't get a BDA report or anything like that, but I shot at them.
Yeah, I shot at them too. I contributed.
All the points go together as a flight, right? That's how it works.
Yeah, exactly. We're a team. Alright, holiday flight, fence up.
Two fencing up.
3, 4.
Holiday 7-1 flight is fenced up.
Fence down 3.8.
Roger that. I've currently got 3.2. Do you guys want to tank, or do you want to head back to home base?
2 minutes left fuel to head back.
Copy that. 1 does as well.
It'll be close, but I think we'll make it.
Yeah, I think so.
4 copies.
Alright. We'll fly direct waypoint 7.
2 copies.
That's far we can take.
2 doesn't have a waypoint 7.
Yeah, copy that. 1 also doesn't have a waypoint 7. That's odd. Let's try waypoint 6, see what that gives us. Yeah, that should work. Strike lead and holiday 7-1 flights flying direct Kala Kala. You know, my navigation system was being a little bit weird on the ingress towards the target area, so not sure why there is no waypoint 7.
Is there anything in the kneeboard?
Yeah, it's currently showing that waypoint 7 should be our home plate, so I'm not quite sure what the issue is.
Waypoint 7, because it's listed as home plate, is probably in the approach section for the JF-17.
Gotcha.
Like, I think 6 is going to take us to runway lineup, I think.
Yep, that's what it should do. How do we go to approach mode?
So the arrow on here, UFC, in the arrow to the left of flight plan alpha, and then in there should be approach. So when you're ready, you switch over to that, and that'll guide you in.
Gotcha.
It'll be a specific, like, the approach mode has its own waypoint system, but 5-0 should be whatever you set as home plate, so you're just hoping.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh yeah, waypoint 50 has an altitude of 2337. Yeah, I think that's pretty close to where we took off from, so.
Yep, that should be it. Three, do you want to lead us in?
Oh, is that for me? Oh, that was a different flight.
Yep.
Sure, yeah, I can do that.
Alright.
And 1, be advised, just to drop things.
Copy that.
Have a ATC on the way in?
Unknown. It may be uncontrolled when we get there. And Holiday 7-3, if you want to take the lead, go ahead and slide on up on my right wing here, and I'll fall back on you.
Copy, moving over your right. Holiday flight, push 151 on com 1.
151.
Holiday flight, check in 275.
275, Holiday 71.
Paran, 275. Did you make it over?
Caller traffic, this is flight of 3 S-16s inbound from the west.
Sorry, yeah, this is the number 1. Alright, just over. Copy. Alright, we'll start our descent here shortly. I'll bring the throttle back, keep it at 350 on the box, 5 degrees nose down. We'll keep heading for waypoint 6.
Copy that.
2 copies. 4 copies. Alright, bring the nose down.
Is there a HUD repeater in the JF-17?
There should be an EFIS.
Oh yeah, that works.
Call approach, this is Earth Flight. We are 30 miles direct. We are flowing to the east. Erp Flight, we're beginning our descent towards Steer Point 6.
Colonial traffic, holiday flight of 480 miles to the west, descending down to 8,000 feet, inbound to line up for runway 25, Colonial traffic. Ooh, didn't see that mountain there. Let's level out at 10,000, guys.
1.
2. 4.
Holiday Flight, Erp Flight, you're approaching 25 from the west?
Well, we're approaching waypoint 6 from the west to line up for runway 25 at Kalakala.
Roger, that makes sense. Erp Flight, I think we're going to be ahead of you in the stack. We're 26 miles out from Steer Point 6.
Hey, firm, if we start to get a little close, we'll just circle to maintain separation.
Roger, we're going to do a overhead brake.
Copy. And holiday flight, let's check a little at the line up with the waypoint.
F-16 descending from the west, 34 miles out for overhead brake, 25, full stop.
Really interested to see what the TAC view looks like for our engagement of those MiGs.
I know, like, they started to go defensive pretty early. Yeah, so it should be interesting.
Yeah, I think my first Fox 3 didn't track, I'm curious as to why.
Alright, so general plan here, we'll go ahead and keep driving for waypoint 6. Once we hit 6, or right before we hit 6, I'll call a trail formation. As we cross over waypoint 6, we'll start a left-hand turn to the runway, in turn, and we'll call that out.
Copy.
2 copies.
Are we going for the overhead or are we going straight up?
Descending through cloud layer, Egress 18.
I'll leave it up to dealer's choice. I'm just going to go for a straight in.
Copy.
That'll give these guys plenty of time to get off the runway ahead of us. I think Erp is right above us.
Roger.
Kalakala Tower, Wyatt 6-1 and Flight 2 Ship Viper, Angels 2-6, 40 miles west of the field, inbound for the overhead. Erp Flight, Holiday.
Go ahead for the flight.
Hey, how you guys doing on fuel?
We're glorious, we're 4.4.
Alright, I think our low state is 2.8. Do you mind if we slide in ahead of you?
Yeah, go for it. We should have longer on-station time than you. The good thing about our stupid little R93 engine is it does tend to sip fuel.
Yeah, especially if you throw it back in like training mode, yeah, you can be in the air for quite a bit.
Time train mode, actually no the fuel consumption. I thought it was
Station's on Kalakala Tower. Is Kalakala Tower active or it's your RPM, but
Appears that
sometimes I can
the
get away
power
from
of Kalakala is out, so it's going to be uncontrolled.
Gotcha, thank you.
Wyatt 6-1 and Wingman have low state at 2,000 right now.
Copy that, Wyatt. How far out are you?
About 25 miles.
Copy that. You've got the priority. You guys can go ahead and land first.
Strike Lee, this is Earth Flight. We are 7 miles out.
Roger that. You're clear to land.
Alright, Wyatt 1 and 2 will descend and sequence in behind her plate.
Copy.
Oops, I got Wyatt mixed up.
And Wyatt Flight, if you need to, can you accept the southward facing runway with a crosswind?
Yeah, my low state aircraft can take the crosswind if necessary.
Roger that. Whatever you think is best. You might be able to enter right base right onto that runway, like right now.
We're at 20 miles. I think we'll just enter the right downwind for 2-5 and bring her in.
Roger that. Go for it.
Call traffic, Earth Flight in the break for runway 25.
Wyatt 6-3, 10 miles out, overhead brake, 2-5.
Call traffic, Earth 5-1, I'm short final runway 25.
F-16 traffic on our nose.
Visual.
Wyatt 6-3 in the brake.
Alright, holiday flight, go trail.
Moving trail.
Wyatt Flight on call
copies.
traffic, this is Earth 5-4, on data link. It looks like you're on final. I'm extending my downwind.
Alright, let's go. Wyatt 5, 1, and 2 are upwind.
We'll take our left-hand turn to line up with 2-5. We'll do it staggered. Call your turns out as you start turning. Go ahead and start descending down to runway altitude.
163, geared on.
Roger.
Space, full stop. 25.
Four copies.
Three greens, short final, 2-5.
Where's he going?
Unknown.
And as you're turning, guys, you can either switch to waypoint 50 or 00, they're the same one, and that'll take you right to the runway.
Copy.
Call traffic, ERP 5-4 on long final coming in behind Wyatt Flight.
Alright, one's turning, descending.
Roger.
Wyatt 6-1, turning final. Runway 2.
Wyatt 6-2, turn baseline.
Wyatt Flight, this is ERP 5-4. I am too close to you. I'm gonna go climb and go around at 6,000.
She's turning and descending.
Color traffic holiday flight of 4, 20 miles out, straight in, runway 25, any traffic advised, Color.
4 turning and descending. Color traffic, Wyatt 6-1, short file.
163 vacated, end of runway, 25.
Alright, one's rolling out, or correction, 3's rolling out on a final.
Wyatt 6-2, short final.
Wyatt 6-2 vacated, 25, right.
Color traffic, ERP 5-4, turning downwind for 2-5.
And slowly starting to bleed the speed back.
Roger that.
Traffic, Wyatt 6-1, rolling out 25, will vacate it and runway.
Color traffic, ERP 4-5, turning base.
Three is visual on runway.
One's got the runway.
ERP 4-5, final for runway 25.
Alright, holiday flight kicks off, you're on your own.
flight, confirm runway 25 is clear.
Here's 25 is clear. Just be advised, you got a gaggle of JF-17s on long final.
Erp 45 short final, runway 25.
Holiday 73, 5 mile final, runway 25.
Call traffic, Holiday 71, short final, runway 25.
Erp 54 vacating runway 25.
Colonial traffic, Holiday 72 on short final.
You guys get drag chutes, that's not fair.
Superior Pakistani engineering.
Superior Grumman Engineering.
Holiday 73, clear the runway.
Call Holiday 74, short final, runway 25.
Call traffic, Holiday 71, exiting runway 25.
Holiday 54, missed my turn. for you guys to pass, and I'm gonna taxi back on the taxiway. That's okay, I'm not really sure where I'm going.
All right. So coming off from the air bases, it was interesting in that we tried to get a lot of separation between the flights that were engaging the SAMs and the strike flights that were going after the convoy, just so that way, because obviously slammers are basically subsonic, they take a while to hit their targets. So that's why I was calling for so much separation between the flights on their way out to the target areas. And as the strike flights, or the first wave of blue aircraft passed over Cyprus, that's when the first MiGs started to spawn, and when the aircraft were when people started getting vectored onto them. So let's see how this goes through here. Okay, cool. So Cassidy did get their slammers off pretty far away. I couldn't tell how far away they were when they were getting them off. Why is my... There we go. So that's good. I'm glad to see that they did get them off from pretty far away. And let's see what happens here. Oh, there's the AGM-88s. Obviously, AGM-88s are a heck of a lot faster. And they didn't do anything. But they probably forced the radars to be shut down as the blue guys were engaging the MiGs. So that will help potentially keep any blue jets from getting engaged by the SAMs while they're trying to shoot down the MiGs, because these MiGs are kind of hanging out over the top of their SAM sites. So I don't think I saw any SAM launches. Obviously, I couldn't see them visually, but I think maybe I got splashed from one SAM. So the AGM-84s, kaboom, nice shots there. Oh wow, the AAA actually shoots at the... I didn't know that. That's cool. And then this one just went off to...
Straight to the Crimean Bridge.
Yeah. And then so these ones definitely hit that SA-5 site, so that's good. Or the other one did. So looks like Yeti definitely took out the... I don't know if that's a track radar or not, but it's definitely took out either the track radar or the search radar, but that either way, that would be great.
Sorry, could you rewind a bit, because I saw my other one. Oh, interesting, because the data link was kind of finicky on me, and I couldn't see the second one, which was the good one, actually, and I could not, guide it in. But it appears to be actually going well, but not on target. Yeah,
so it looks like even though this one wasn't on target, it got some splash damage on one of the launchers here.
Sick.
So with
not a complete failure. Let's go, baby.
And then this one just went off to wherever it wants to go. But that's only 3 AGM-84s. And you guys were a 2-ship flight. So what did you guys keep one on the rails?
3-ship even.
Oh, 3-ship even.
Yeah, we went stagger attack, and 2 of us had issues with getting the data link on. Mine went to Narnia, and I think the other guy also has issues.
Oh, gotcha. So
yeah, 2-2 when I got full off, so both slams, and one was going to Narnia, the other one almost on target, and then whatever the other guys had.
Gotcha. And then Fallen Durst had this guy go out here. Let's see where these ones... Yeah, these just went forever.
Yeah, just went stupid. I never got the signal.
And then there's more harms. Yeah, but at least one hit definitely did the job. And then these harms... Were these pre-briefed harms?
Yes, they were.
Okay, so they were just...
I think I was on 129.
Gotcha. Okay.
So...
And... So that's kind of it for the... Oh, that one looks like almost a hit. So from Yeti here. So this guy... Yeah.
Just a note on the slammers. Just remember that you have to configure each missile individually.
Yep.
Yep. That's true of the air-to-surface anti-shipping missiles as well.
The harpoons, yeah.
I've had that happen where you fire one and one's good and the other one goes off to Narnia because you just didn't program that one that went off to Narnia.
Just turns north because that was the default.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so backing it up here, let's see what happened with the first MiG engagement. So we had...
The entire air-to-air portion of this mission was a shit show.
Let's see. So the MiGs... Whoa, that's a lot of harm. That's a lot of missiles shot all at once. So it looks like the F-16s here were in the prime position to fire. One got hit.
Yeah, we got double targeted in on them by AIC.
Yeah.
Which I'm not quite sure what they were thinking, but I couldn't tell who was in front of us from the F-14's perspective.
Right.
I thought that the MiGs were about to merge with friendly strikers, which is why we fired our Phoenixes.
Right. So MiG-23s and MiG-21s out here. So it looks like the majority of the kills went to the F-16s and Billy Flight. And let's see. Where did it? So Frozone and Wiki are here. Did you guys get any kills, do you think?
I don't think so.
There's one more MiG-21 out here.
Yeah, we got targeted in on him, but Rockstar killed him in self-defense, which, cool.
Yeah.
And then Brooklyn killed us.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Blue on blue.
So
let me what happened was I saw my wingman engaging an enemy air, and then I went to cover him, and then I had a pop up. I locked on it. I called out a ray gun, and got closer, and then called out ray gun again, and had to go 9X's because I got so close. I still didn't hear anything, and then I dropped the missile, and right after I dropped the missile, I hear a buddy spike FAT. I'm like, oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes the Tomcat RDR a long time to update.
Yeah, so a couple points there in response. First of all, ray gun should not be your primary means of target positive identification ever. Use your IFF. Learn how to use it. Learn the symbology on the HUD and on the attack radar.
Right.
Secondly, I'm not done. When you perform an engagement, when you fire on a target that you have not positively identified, it should only be in self-defense. They should be maneuvering in some way that threatens you directly.
I thought he was threatening my wingman. I wasn't going to just let that stand.
Doesn't matter. You don't know who it is, don't shoot.
Yeah.
So if it turned out to be an enemy who shoots on my wingman?
That just sucks. It sucks for him.
Yeah. Also, in DCS at least, we have super eyeballs. We can zoom in, with a view to actually visually ID it, as well as you're carrying a targeting pod as well that you can visually ID a bandit with a targeting pod, or, make sure he's not a friendly. So you just got to make sure that, when you're excited and stuff, you just got to be careful about what you're shooting at, and just make sure that you're positive as to what you're shooting at. So that's kind of unfortunate, but it's a good learning point for sure. But that's why, whenever I have a targeting pod, I'm almost always have it up when I'm in air-to-air mode, because even though it doesn't, lock onto an air target perfectly to give you a perfect view of it, you can get quick enough snapshots of the target with the targeting pod to see, oh man, that's a twin tail F-14 with a gigantic, wingspan, rather than a little MiG-21 or a MiG-23. But I can see why maybe a MiG-23 and a Tomcat might look similar. But the visual ID is really important, especially if you're close and there's not enough time for the IFF to actually identify the target. So just got to be careful with that going forward for sure. Then the last air-to-air engagement were 3 MiGs over here, which they were actually Mirage F1s, I guess. So they spawn and they're coming from a completely different direction. I saw it on the data link. Everybody is kind of committed into a big situation over here to the east of the strait between Cyprus and the mainland of Turkey / Paran here. And
Spud,
so, yeah.
Before you get into this, I want to make one final point about IFF and the Hornet.
Yeah.
It really doesn't take very long to do the IFF interrogation. Assuming that it's on the default settings, you just press the appropriate switch, which I think is castle switch depress.
Yep.
And it will take maybe a second to interrogate for a friendly IFF return. Now, it will not declare the bandit hostile. It will not create a hostile track file unless either it can correlate that track with a data link track that is in the same position, or you can get a good NCTR print, which requires you to be an STT and within certain parameters of the nose or tail of the target. But my point here being, if it's a friendly aircraft, you should know almost immediately.
You should get the square target indicator with friend in big friendly letters right on top of it.
And it could be that maybe he forgot to turn on IFF potentially. I don't think that was the case, because everyone was giving me good IFF returns for the entire strike package. So I don't think that was the case. But
yeah, I'm not speculating necessarily that was a causative factor here. I'm just sort of putting it out there for everyone to re-indoctrinate on the proper PID procedures in the
It's
Hornet.
something to drill into ourselves.
Gotcha. All right, so these F1s spawned out here to the west, and I fired basically out of parameter shot. Oh wow, I hit him though. And because I just wanted them to go defensive, because I knew that we were kind of potentially on our own. I did not realize that we had Billy Flight coming in to attack them as well. So launched one and then cranked to the right. So that's 2 SD-10 launches. Boom, boom, got him. And then I saw this third guy out here, and my SD-10 misses him, and then he flies directly nose on into an AIM-120 fired by Daniels. So that one was pretty clean. And that one was very, very easy to obviously to tell who is a good guy, who's a bad guy. And yep. And then that's when the data link picture went clean, and I just everybody stop shooting missiles right now, so that way there's no more blue on blues. And then at that point, basically, it's just we know where the ships are. We know where we just have to start engaging guys on the ground here, engaging those ships. So the ships probably were not sunk by the ordnance we carried, but if it were a real life situation and these ships were carrying ammunition and SAMs and Scuds and things like that, it would not be a good day for these ships. That's for sure.
We damaged the heck out of them. So
I know at least one was killed.
Yeah. So they're basically just getting pummeled by and they're not moving anymore, so they're damaged enough to not be moving. So GPU 12.
Oh, they're moving, just not very fast.
Oh, you're right, they are moving. Just barely.
Drifting with the current.
Yep. And so, I mean, it looks like none of them actually died, in DCS terms, but one?
The lead, one died in DCS terms.
More got the kill.
Yeah. And
with a single Maverick hit, and then the one south of that took 2 Mavericks, a GBU 12, and I think another GBU 12 later.
Oh my gosh!
Because Holiday hits with a GBU 12 as my Mavericks are coming in.
And that one at the right hand column aft, I hit it twice, and one of my flight members hit it a third time. So.
The Sea Cats will shoot at the Mavericks.
Yeah. The Scarecrow looks like he was
just that delivery?
No need for laser guidance when I can just dive bomb it.
Yeah, they were moving very fast.
The Yeah, I mean the ships were all. If it were real life, the ships would all be in some serious trouble. But in DCS, obviously, the damage model doesn't do that. So I think that every single
one of the
cargo
things
ship
I've
was
done
hit.
is, I mean, but there's a lot of cargo ships out there to put triggers in for.
Yeah.
I'll do a trigger once they get below like 60% health or something.
Whoa,
that like they
that's
explode.
close. Yeah. But I think for the sake of the narrative of the campaign, we can say that was definitely a success. And I think the only blue aircraft death was a blue on blue, from what I can tell. Did anyone else die? I don't think anyone else died.
Our flight was intact.
Wyatt flight made it back intact.
Holiday flight.
We lost
was
more
back.
stuff because he had to log out, but otherwise we were good to go.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
What happened with Scarecrow?
What happened with him?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you through, I don't know, halfway through the mission.
That's weird.
I was talking.
Yeah, he was definitely talking. I could hear him the whole time.
Okay. Weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Android needed to go around there. Nice circle pattern. And then the aircraft carriers the approach went okay, I heard.
Mostly
for me, but I'm very happy with the 10X flight, so that will be budge. Comms were pretty good. Pattern was pretty good. And I think all 107 ST Blackstaff had some problems. That's with a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 bolters.
Oh wow!
And yeah, again, I really can't wait for the barricade because that was most definitely barricade state.
Yeah,
but none of the approaches were unsafe, which I'm very happy with by ST Blackstaff, and he got it done eventually.
Okay.
And
well,
as I said, with Cassidy flight, comms were not that good until Yeti took over, and that like miscommunication with the Yeti commencing as a single ship, which again was just like an inconvenience and not less heavy. There was one a bit close call with traffic, almost had a midair.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I think there was with Cassidy flight in the break. And at some points, just a general advice for the Hornet flyers: the groove extends 3/4 of a mile behind the boat. That means if you are 2.5 miles behind the boat at 1,200 feet, you might be like on the glide slope, but that's not where you're supposed to be. And also, of course, a risk if you have people coming in over the initial at 800 feet, you'll have traffic passing below you. So that's always a risk.
Gotcha.
Wyatt's
this
landing.
Is a tip. People need to turn when you see that round down. We keep extending it a little too long.
Yeah.
So just kind of something to keep in mind. I'm doing grades for the landings right now. I'll upload those later, and I'll add them to the Greenie board.
Cool.
So Wyatt 3 and 4, did you guys do the break at? Did we fly the break at 2,500 feet AGL instead of 1,500?
2,000 feet AGL.
Okay.
Radar goes in. Well, in Australia it's 2,000, so I guess it was also 2,000 feet.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
From
what I gather,
the normal pattern is 1,500, but yeah.
From what I gather, this is not one of those things that there's people follow the standard super rigorously when it comes to altitudes and airspeeds.
No shit.
Yeah.
Like even in real life.
Yeah. And every airport is different as well. Some airports have you do fly patterns higher or lower. It's like a general, I guess it's a regulation, but it's also a guideline as well. You're in control of your aircraft. You do what you need to do. As long as you're not breaking a regulation or a FAR, then you're good to go for the most part.
Can you go back a little bit there on Earth 54 and see? Because I did a couple go arounds because of traffic. I don't know if I was ever in an unsafe position. I just wanted to see.
I don't think you were. But I was
tried to come in behind, but then I was like, I felt like I was too close on their break, so I went It was before that.
Okay.
The
Yeah, when we
quiet
were doing our break.
I climbed up, and I don't know how close I got to him before I climbed up.
Let's see. So you're in a break here. And then there's Wyatt there.
Yeah, I think I heard you say something over the radio about that.
Yeah, so I extended downwind here, was going to try to slip in behind them.
Oh, yeah,
And then they came into their break, and I felt like I was too close, so I went around, but I wasn't sure how close I ended up getting to them.
I think you had a pretty good spacing there.
Nah, it would have been pretty close. I think it's better. It's when in doubt, go around. You know, like if there is a doubt, there is no doubt kind of situation. You know,
exactly. It's not.
I meant in my go around. Did I do it too late, or was I fine with when I made the decision to do the go around?
Was that here? No, where was that? It was here.
Here.
No, I mean, look, your vertical separation is fine. You know.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. But with everything else going on and stuff, I was like, I think I was good, but I wanted to double check.
No, yeah, you were good. That's looks totally fine to me. I would say that looks like you're a bit low on approach here.
Finals,
yeah,
teasing the prairie dogs with your afterburner.
Yeah, I would try to be a little steeper on your final approach here for sure.
Okay, yeah, I think I probably should have gone around again. Because I was trying to slip in front of Holiday. So I just had a little bit of perceived time. I probably should have gone around just because of that. So
yeah,
good to learn.
So in the turn here, it seems like you just dropped a lot of altitude in the turn because you're trying to turn really hard. Because you're a little tight into the runway, maybe, but you're
and I was pretty high from where I wanted to be because I climbed up to 6,000 to give them vertical separation. So
I will say that turn into the final from the 2,000 foot break as opposed to the 1,500 I'm used to was actually it did dump me right on the glide slope. So
yeah.
And honestly, one of the softest touchdowns I've had in a while in the Viper.
Well, that's good. And you said something salty about us having drag chutes as we were landing.
Yes, I did because you guys have drag chutes, and I have to use my wings.
Well, that was fun. That was a fun mission. It all went really well.
What one other question we had? I don't know if Root's still here, but we were getting a lot of data link.
Yeah, who was spamming the data link? Who was spamming
Was
the
that
data
going to
link?
all flights, or was that just our flight?
It goes to all flights.
Okay.
Yeah, it goes to all.
I mean,